Okay, fifth grade, we're going to go to the third problem here, which is 33/77. They want us to simplify that. Okay, we will see that 33 and 77 are not what type of numbers? They're not even, so I cannot just start with 2. Okay, now again, if some of you were thinking, oh, I can divide it by 2, remember you can go ahead and use the calculator, do 33 divided by 2, and you will see that it does not come up with an even number. So you have to go to a different number. Well, where do I start? Well, fifth grade, you can choose, depends on your number knowledge and sense. Maybe I'll just say, okay, let's say 33. I know 33 we can divide by 3, it's 11, right? Okay, but can we do 77 divided by 3? And you're mostly probably thinking, I don't know that in my head. Well, you can use paper or go ahead and get your calculator. I would go ahead and encourage you to use the calculator and put in 77 divided by 3. And you're going to see that it comes out to be 25 and 0.6666 repeating 7. So can we use 3 to break this down? No, we need the same number that they can both be evenly divided by. So you can keep working through. You can put in divided by 4, divided by 5. However, though, Ms. Sharber is going to cut it short for lesson purposes. I know that both of these are multiples that we use in 11. So I'm going to break this both down and divide both by 11. What is 33 divided by 11? 3, good job. And what's 77 divided by 11? Or 11 times what gives us 77? 7, good. Can we divide 3 and 7 by any number evenly? Nope, so we are now finished. So 33/77 in simplest form is 3/7. All right, good job. Our next example is 16/20. Okay, again, automatically here you see I put the divided by 2 because I see that they're even numbers. Again, do I have to start with that number? No, some of you might will say, oh, I know you can divide them both by 4. Go ahead and start with 4 and that's fine. To keep it moving along, we're going to do 2 to start. 16 divided by 2 gives us 8, and 20 divided by 2 gives us 10. Can I divide both of those by a number? Yes, we can do it by 2 again. 8 divided by 2 gives us 4, and 10 divided by 2 gives us 5. Can I divide 4 and 5 by any number evenly? No, we can't. So 4/5 is our final answer in simplest form. Okay, good job. All right, now here we see 30/40. And again, we started with 2. But I know some of you are saying, no, let's do something different. Let's do 5. We know that they both end in 0, so they can be divisible by 5. Okay, or we know that because they end in zeros too, they can be divisible by what number? 10. Let's start with 10 and see how that goes. So we're going to do top and bottom by 10. What's 30 divided by 10? 3. What's 40 divided by 10? 4. Now we have 3/4. Can we divide that down any further? No, so that's in simplest form. So you will kind of get to see here, 5th grade, the bigger the number that's the same is where you kind of want to start, so you don't have to keep dividing by 2, dividing by 2, dividing by 2. But again, that doesn't matter as long as you continue on till you have your fraction that can only be top and bottom divided by 1. All right, good job. Put down any questions that you may have at this point. Okay, we're going to do one more, 10/15. What number can we divide both top and bottom by? Can we do 2? No, because 5 is not a what? An even number. So we have to come up and think of another number they both can be divided by, which is what?
5.
5. Goodness, 10 divided by 5 gives us 2, and 15 divided by 5 gives us 3, giving us 2/3, and we are finished. All right, good job.
Alrighty.
All right, now I'm going to teach you the other way that you can do this. Another way is to find the greatest common factor of both the numerator and the denominator, also known as GCF. Here's our quick steps. Find the factors of both numbers, circle the numbers that they have in common, find the greatest number they have in common, and then your last step will be then to divide the numerator and the denominator by the GCF, or the greatest common factor. That way then you're only dividing one time, instead of having to figure out multiple numbers to use to divide to break it down. So yes, this might look like a little more work. I think it goes a little faster, but you will be able to decide on your own which way you use. So example we started out with was 12/20. So here I wrote the factors of 12. What two numbers get us 12, 5th grade? Go down your list, start with 1. 1 times what? 12. Good, you label it. 2 times what? 2 times 6. 3 times 4. Do any other numbers multiply together to get us 12? Nope, this is the list. So my factors are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. We're going to do the same thing with our denominator, which is 20. We're going to do 1 times 20, because those are factors. 2 times 10 gets us 20. And 4 times 5 gets us 20. So our factors for 20 are 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, and 20. You will see here for the second step I said to circle the numbers they have in common. Common, remember, means the same. So they both have 1s, they both have 2s, and they both have 4s in their list. The number has to be in both lists, okay? Then step 3 is to find the greatest number they have in common. What's the biggest number they share? You will see here 4. So right underneath here I labeled GCF, short for greatest common factor, is 4. Now to simplify, you take your original fraction, divide top and bottom by 4. 12 divided by 4 is 3. 20 divided by 4 is 5. So we get 3/5. So you may think it's a little longer in this part. However, when you're just trying to come up with a number you think they're both divisible by, or taking 2 and keep breaking it down, it might even out with your time. So this is another way you can find your simplest form. Okay, so let's try number 1.